this first dream I had, or dreams, or dream sections I had, was from when this first one, this first dream or dreams or dream sections I am going to show was recorded from the date of within the format of day, month, year, was recorded during 17 dash 9 dash 2021 Anno Domini. And it is time to play that dream of mine. It is playing. Enjoy it, please. I had a dream last night. That dream was about I think I had a dog named Brian from the TV show Family Guy in that dream. I think I might have been confused about where I was or what was happening and the environment and how I got there. So that the dog Brian was from Family Guy, that TV show called Family. It was from that TV show. I mean, it was from that TV show called Family Guy. I had repeated to correct myself. Brian drove me, and eventually I saw what looked like my. I mean, I think it was like looked like my ex babysitter, but I think it was my mom in that dream. I think it was that my mom in that dream because it was what seemed like a parallel. It seemed like a parallel universe version of my mom. So it seemed like a parallel universe version of my mom. I guess I was in a parallel universe, but I didn't really think that. I was just confused inside of that dream. So that so that person who was my mom inside of so that person who was my mom inside of that dream said, I think that person might have, who was my mom inside of that dream, might have said that my M1. I think that person might. I think my mom inside of that dream might have said my M1 iMac has been waiting. And I think that my mom inside of that dream might have said my M1 iMac has been. I mean has been waiting for me inside of that dream. I think I might have repeated to correct myself. Brian, my dog from the TV show Family Guy, had drove me. And I think I had got out of his car. I think his car might have been a Toyota Prius based off of what Brian drives from Family. I mean, based off of what Brian drives from Family Guy, that TV show. So I eventually got out of his car. I think it was a he. I think it was a he. So I eventually got out of his car, and or I'm not sure if I did. I am not sure if I did that first, or if I saw, or if I saw my mom's house get raided by police, breaking inside of her house, like breaking into her. I mean, what it means like breaking into her. I mean, breaking into her house. I might have repeated to correct myself. I think I repeated to correct myself. So the police were breaking inside of my mom's house. Eventually, my mom was taken out by so eventually my mom was taken out by police, and I came inside of that house to find that I think I saw a older, more historical or vintage. Guess I should say historical. I guess I should just. I guess I should say vintage instead. So I think I saw a vintage looking iMac, which I think was her iMac, and I eventually saw a M1 iMac that I think was my. And I think that was what I mean is I think that was my M1 iMac. So I eventually saw a M1 iMac that I eventually saw a I eventually saw a M1 iMac that I think was mine or for me. That is what I mean. And eventually that dream had shifted. What I mean is eventually that dream had shifted towards. I think it had shifted. I think it had shifted towards a bathtub scene in a way, where there was like a police car that could drive. That was like a toy police car and a toy helicopter at the bottom. That was at the bottom of a bathtub. So there's a police car. I think it was a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. I think it was a Ferrari or a Lamborghini police car with a helicopter, and they were both toys, like about the same size. They were like around. They were around the same size as each other. And Eventually, the Watcher started rising for the Watcher level. The Watcher level started rising, and eventually,
Why are you on the floor?
it was flooded there, and the eventually the toy helicopter lifted up, and the water came out, and it apparently got dried inside of it all the way completely. And I guess it came up and started flying.
Not right now, because there's a lot of stuff going on, so I gotta be everywhere, okay?
I mean, I think it might have came up, and I think it might. I think it might have came up and started flying. I mean, like what that means, like flying, not flying, but flying instead. So I think that helicopter, that toy helicopter. I mean, I think that toy helicopter started to come up and started to fly. Eventually, the rest of eventually the rest of that dream shifted towards a part where there was someone else, and I think it might have been the character or just characters. I mean, I think it might have been the character or just. What it means or just. What it means or just characters that were chase. That were like participating with what. Participating with what was. I think might have been Mr. Beast, possibly the from the YouTube channel Mr. Beast, and so I think it was chasing the blue with Mr. Beast, where he went on he went on blue shades of blue for symbols or whatever it was for a symbol or shape or just shapes or whatever it was, or maybe just panels only instead. Maybe like a piano panel for the for the like piano keys, or it could be a shape like that. So I eventually was trying to step on what I think might have been shades of blue or just any color in general. And I think it might have been trying to step on shades of blue or any. Just or any color in general for stepping on, like just. I think I was like risking drowning. I think I was risking drowning. I think I was risking drown. I think I was risking drown. I think I was risking drowning, and
5 minutes, guys.
It might have been for another reward also, or it might have been for a reward. I think it might have been for a possible reward of some sort, or more than one reward, or maybe just the reward was maybe the reward was just that I survived. So after that, I think that was. I think after that. I think after that, that was the end of my dream I had last night. Okay, so far for the stream compilation video, we had gone through the first stream. So okay, here's the next stream I had within this stream compilation of mine. So this is my next stream I'm going to show for the stream compilation that I had. And the stream took place, it was recorded during the date of /22-9-2021. Anno Domini. I am going to play this next stream around now, but also just to let all of you know, this stream also has a NULL part, which means it has some extra information within an additional part with the NULL prefix that I use. So let's start this stream. I had a dream. I had a dream last night. And and this was what it was about. It was it was. What I mean is, it was either a PlayStation 3 or I mean, or it was a PlayStation 4. And it had a extra feature. I think it might have been like a. I think what I mean is, I think it might have been called a death tray, or what I mean is, or I think it was. What I mean is like, or what I mean is, or I think it was called something. Something else, like death and like death. I mean, like death something, death whatever it was called for the rest of the for the rest of that pronunciation after that. I think that was for either. I think that was for either a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4. I mean, or what I mean is, or a PlayStation 4. In the rest of it, in the, in the rest of the, in the rest of that dream. What I mean is in what I mean is in the what I mean is in the rest of that dream. It was like a Pokemon part, or I think there might. I think there might have been Smash. I mean, I think there might have been Super Smash Brothers either before. I think that was. I think that was either. Either before or. Or after this part. So it was like a Pokemon game. And back to that, whatever it is called, death, like something, or like I think, back to that death, whatever the rest of its pronunciation is called, for either a PlayStation 3. It just for either a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4. I think. I think. What I mean is, I think I actually. What I mean is, I think I actually opened it up. So I think I opened. I think I opened it up, and after that, I think I was brought to a Super Smash Brothers battle, which I think could have been me against a Pokemon. I think. I think it might. I mean. I think it might have been that. And I think so. What I mean is, and I think I I mean, I won. I mean, I think I won. Won that battle. And I think because of that, uh, I think because of I think because of that I unlocked something for whale Pokemon, which I think was a tool possible. I think that I think that was possibly for for catching whale. I mean whale. I mean whale. I mean whale Pokemon easier. In the rest, what I mean is, what I mean is in the rest of, of my dream, I mean, I mean, my dream from last night. I woke up. What I mean is, I woke. What I mean is, I woke up within side. Within side of that dream, and and I woke up. So I woke up. So I woke up inside of what I think was a indoor stadium. So I think I woke. I think I woke. I think I woke up inside of what was a indoor stadium. I think. I think I was confused. I think I was confused about how I got there. I think, I think I was redirected to, I think I was, I think I was redirected to walk all the way in front of a big, large audience. I think I was redirected to walk to on. To on the stage in front of a large audience with all the seats mainly or mostly filled up. I wasn't. I wasn't. I wasn't sure if everyone. I wasn't sure if everyone from that audience could see me when I went peed. I think I might have. I think I might have went pee inside of a toilet. Toilet bowl. I had took down my shorts or whatever I was wearing over my underwear, and I peed into that toilet bowl. I mean, what I mean is that what I mean. What I mean is that toilet bowl. Ball. So I peed into that toilet bowl. I think David Henderson. I mean, what I mean, what I mean, what I mean is, I think I think David Henderson. I think David Henderson. I think David Henderson. I think. I think. I think David Henderson was a part of that audience. I think. I think David. I think David. I think David Henderson was a part of that audience. And I eventually I eventually told my dream I had last night. I eventually told my dream dream I had last night to that. What I mean is to that. to I mean to that whole audience. And I think that was a part of this. I mean, what I mean is this dream I had last night. I mean, from last night. This next dream for this dream compilation of mine, which is real dreams I had within real life while sleeping, is a part of that same dream I last mentioned. And it has that null prefix. It's the same title, but with the null prefix added to the title format, which means it is finishing the dream story about what I dreamed, which has the date of starting from day to month and then year 22 9 2021 Anno Domini. And I'm going to play it around now. I'll start it around now. Before, I mean, be, I mean, before, what I mean is before the main part of the dream I had last night. Basically the ba- basically the exact same thing that I mean what I mean is that happened inside of my dream. The exact same thing that happened inside of my dream was not I mean what I mean is inside of what I mean is inside of the dream. I mean the dream. I mean the dream I had last night. So the first exact thing that happened inside of the dream I had last night was that I opened the death tray. So I mean I so that I mean that thing I mean that thing thing was I opened the death tray for whatever game console that was, either I mean either a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4. So I opened that death tray. I opened that death death tray first. That game that game console opened up first. Opened up opened up 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 first by turning by turning on it. Opened it. So then then it opened then it opened it and and turned back off. I think I think it possibly did that same thing and and closed its death tray. If this was called a death tray, but I am just but I am just calling. Calling it. Calling it a death tray for the purpose of this whole. Whole explanation. So it probably did the same thing for when it possibly. For when it. For when it possibly turned off. If it did, if it did that during the end, the end of, of that section of, of my dream from last night. This next stream for this dream compilation video of real dreams I dreamed about while I was sleeping is from the date within the date format of day, month, year is listed as the date of it's listed as the date of 29 9 2021 Anno Domini. So it's listed as the date of 29 9 2021 Anno Domini, and I am going to play it around now. I had a dream from last night. That dream started. Sorry, I'm going to replay that from the beginning. I had a dream from last night. That dream started when started based off of my dog Henry died, but it was when he died, but he didn't really die in my dream. He survived. My dog Henry survived, but there was something strange that happened. That happened. My dog Henry. I'm not sure. What I mean is, I am not sure if this was my fake dog Henry or my real dog Henry. That I seen a video before that my mom was watching from her phone of a dog with no front two legs with a scooter rollerblades like with like a type of rollerblades attached to the front of it. So my dog Henry was. The fake. I think it might have been. It might have been the fake version of my dog Henry or the real version of my dog Henry, which it had all of its legs. It had all of its legs, but it just had that like it just it standed on it from its front two legs. It it standed on it from its front two legs. It came to the house I live at, and I think it I think it tried beating me up. And that dog, I guess, made my mom. No, I think this is probably the fake dog, or I don't know. I just guess it's the fake dog. The fake dog. The fake version of my dog Henry. But I said it could be both. It could be one of them. Is what I meant. For the when I first said it could be either one of them or both of them. When I said that, I meant it was either one of them, not both of. Not both of. Both which means both of them. So my dog Henry beat me up. He tried getting my mom. I think it's a fake dog Henry, the fake version of my dog Henry. Of my dog Henry. I think that fake version of my dog Henry tried getting my mom to think. I'm not sure. What I mean is, I think at first, before it beated me up, I think for some reason, I was getting Ziploc bags. I got one that didn't seal with a lever that you should like move across the top of the bag to cook. What that means to close it. It was just the regular seal type. And then I eventually got. I tried getting the. The other type I mentioned that I did not use at first, and I also tried getting some. A zip tie that was a reusable zip tie that I had because that dog had rolled in its wheels, like even though it has all four legs, kept falling off, and it kept walking over to get them back on, even though I guess it didn't need them. But I don't know why that makes sense that I would use that to attach that to that dog of mine, or if that was my dog. But after that was when that dog, I think probably was. I think that was, I think that was, that was probably when that dog started to beat me up, and after that. I think eventually, I think that dog was trying to tell my mom that I was actually trying to harm it or something, or beat it up or whatever, when really that fake dog, I think it was a fake version of my dog Henry was trying which means was trying to beat me up instead.
Kevin, are you almost done with that work you were talking about? You said you were finishing up some work.
Yeah, he's gonna finish up this and then he'll be done.
Okay.
And after that eventually one time, eventually, what I mean is, eventually one time, my mom, like, I think saw, I think saw that there were two of my dog, of my dog Henrys, and one was the one with the wheels it didn't need it, and the other, I guess it didn't. It didn't need them, and the other was just one. One. What do you mean? What I mean is one without them. That dog